Hi, this is God Johnny. Welcome to 5D Transformations. It's a pleasure to be back. I'm looking forward to bringing some powerful information in regard to a variety of different topics. In regard to spiritual development, the mind, psychology, things like that. So a big video I wanted to do was in regard to the law of attraction, and it's a real quick video. I just wanted to share the one big thing that they don't really tell you when it comes to the law of attraction. And you know, the one what that big thing is essentially when you do want to manifest something, you do want to attract something to yourself. We have to understand there's also a law of polarity, which basically means the law of opposites, the law of duality. So if you want to get from one side of the river to the other side, right? You don't just get there by just attracting it to you. Like, it isn't like a bridge gets built from your mind. What happens is your mind has to then figure out a way to get to the other side of the bridge, which means chaos comes first. You get into a scenario, you need to get to the other side of the bridge. You want to attract a way to get to the other side of the bridge to yourself. Well, what you're going to begin to attract is chaos, because there's not going to be a way yet. So you're going to have to construct a way. And that's a chaotic process. Then you're going to have to put the time to figure out the sticks or whatever you have to put together, how to do it. Then you're going to have to put in the time to do it. Then you're going to have to go through trial and error. So to make it simple, because of the law of polarity and opposites, whatever you attract, whatever you make an intention to attract, you're actually going to attract the opposite first. Okay? And this is proven every day in our everyday lives. Let's say you're an athlete that wants to get to the NBA. Well, before you get to the NBA, you're already good at basketball. You're already playing basketball. But to get to the NBA, you're going to have to deal with the opposite. What does that mean? Opposite defenders. You're going to have to play against opposite people. You know what I mean? You're going to have to work really hard in training. You're going to have to get your body together. They're going to give you critiques. You're going to have to work on this. You're going to have to work on that. And you're going to have to work your way up to get to the other side, which is eventually the NBA. So everyone has to deal with a form of opposition if they're trying to get to the other side. Now, let's say you're, whatever you're trying to attract, you know what I mean? If it's something that isn't allowed, I want to attract chips from the store. All right, you're going to have to get up and walk to the store, right? But you don't get straight to the chips. You got to walk there. But that's something that you can attain a little bit easier. The further away the goal is from you, or the bigger the goal is, the bigger the situation is, you're going to have to deal with more of the opposite, because you're in polarity to it. You're more further away from it. So for an example, that's based on the law of rhythm. So let's say I'm somebody that always takes cold showers. Taking a cold shower the next day might hurt, but I'm in a rhythm to where I can deal with it better. But let's say you're somebody who's taking warm showers every day, hot showers every day, and then the next day you want to get cold, you want to take a cold shower. That's going to be extremely hard, because you've already built such an opposite rhythm that in order to get to a rhythm where you can enjoy hot showers, it's going to take a sequence of events for that to line up. So, we watch these movies, we watch these videos, we feel so inspired by the law of attraction, and be positive and put your intention out and write it down and you'll get it. There's no, you're going to have to get it. But then people find themselves trying to utilize the law of attraction and experiencing failure, experiencing more problems, more insecurities, more fears, more challenges. And you're like, why? What's going on? What's the problem? Like, this thing doesn't work. What you got to understand is you're going to attract what you want at some point in time. But in between the time you want to attract it to the time that you actually attract it, there's going to be a sequence of events that are the opposite of that you'll have to go through. And by going through those opposite situations, you're going to be moving away from your old self and closer to the new self. You got to remember, the new self exists in a different point in time and space. If we look at quantum theory and quantum physics, every possibility exists in the world. It's just a matter of what's actually going to play out in the physical. So there is a version of you that might be a millionaire. There might be a version of you that's living on the street. Then you got to look at where you are. You might be in the middle. You know what I mean? You might be a few bad situations away from being in the street, or a few good situations from being a millionaire, right? The key is you're going to experience good and bad, but you're going to have to be ready to go through your opposite to get to that millionaire status. You know what I mean? Now, let's say you were born as a millionaire. Let's say you had a family filled with a bunch of millionaires. Now, it's not going to be as hard to be a millionaire because you're already existing within that rhythm. You're already on the polarity scale closer to this side. So it might be harder for you to be poor. You might have to go the opposite side to be poor. You might have to let go of everything you have. And your parents, you might have to ignore their phone calls and go through all of these challenges just to live on the street because you're so rich. The same thing applies. If you're extremely poor, you're going to have to go through the opposite to get to the rich side. Now, if we look at society, most people start from a more humbled beginning. So that's why most people don't get to that $1 million level. But the ones who do, a lot of them had to experience a lot of opposing situations and not quit. And so, that's something they don't tell you in the law of attraction. I think it's a disservice because a lot of people go into it expecting to have all of these amazing experiences, and then reality hits them in the face. But if you do understand this, then you'll be ready and prepared to deal with whatever you must face in order to get to where you want to go. Okay? So that's something I just wanted to share with you all. You're going to have to deal with your opposite along the way of attracting that which you desire. I hope this was very insightful and helpful for you all, and I hope that you utilize it to get everything that you do want to achieve. You know what I mean? So thank you for listening. Check out the links, check out the website. We have a lot of stuff on there. If you want to get coaching, reach out to us. And I appreciate you for listening. We got so many more videos on the way. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're trying to build, we're trying to build our subscriber base, build those likes up so that I can continue to spread my message to more and more people. And so I continue to give you more content. So thanks for listening. We'll talk soon. And remember, let the God within you shine bright. Peace.